So good afternoon, everyone. So we'll start the session. Ms. Deepika.
So good evening, everyone. This is Deepika, Coordinator of Department of Accounting Finance, Shift 2 of Patrician College of Arts and Science. I welcome you all for this online FDP on My Life, My Pride, My Career, organized by our department. During this lockdown period, we wanted to conduct a session which will be of greater use to the faculties, and that is when we decided to organize this FDP. I now call upon Professor Rekha Naidu to introduce the chief guest.
We are very happy to have Mr. DINESH, an executive director.
Your voice is not audible. No?
Mr. DINESH,
Your voice is not audible. No?
It's not audible. We are very happy to have Mr. DINESH Catalyst and executive director of Audacious Foundation with us today. Mr. DINESH is a youth worker, social entrepreneur, marketer, policymaker, administrator, educationist, youth maker, sportsman, innovator, plays many more effective and noteworthy roles. He has triple masters: masters in business administration, masters in advertising and public relations, masters in political science, bachelor in science from University of Lagos, diploma in sports management, graduate in embracing Commonwealth values and youth development by Commonwealth of Learning and CPY Asia, discovering young leaders' potentials by Commonwealth Youth Program, Africa Master's Diploma in Local Management, and postgraduate diploma in youth development.
Okay, ma'am. I'll just. Hello, ma'am. Rekha, ma'am. Your voice is not clear. Maybe I can take over the session.
Top 10 Commonwealth awards and achievements. Right, I'll finish up. It's not clear. Hello?
No, ma'am, it's not clear. Maybe I can take over the session. I can introduce myself, no problem. So your voice is breaking.
No, sir. Just a minute, I'll start with. So I'm just starting with, we are very happy to have Mr. DINESH GAJENDRAN, Catalyst and Executive Director of Equitas Dreams Foundation with us today. Mr. DINESH GAJENDRAN is a youth worker, social entrepreneur, marketer, policymaker, administrator, educationalist, filmmaker, sportsman, innovator, plays many more effective and noteworthy roles. He has triple masters in business administration, master in advertising and public relations, master in political science, bachelor in science from University of Madras, diploma in sports management, graduate in embracing Commonwealth values in youth development by Commonwealth of Learning and KPY Asia, discovering young leaders' potential by Commonwealth Youth Program, Africa, master diploma in NGO management and postgraduate diploma in youth development. He has been recognized as Commonwealth Youth Worker Award finalist of Asia in 2016. He has been named in the top 100 Commonwealth Young Achievers Book of Records. His list of awards and achievements cannot be listed in just few minutes time, as he has been excellent brilliantly in his academic, and his contribution to innovation, social and youth development is beyond the expectation. It is indeed a great privilege for us to have such an inspiring person as a speaker. Thank you, sir, for having accepted our invite, and my hearty welcome to all the participants, and my best wishes for all to have something new and be benefited from this session. On that note, I now invite Mr. DINESH to take over the session.
Yeah. So thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks for the introduction, and sorry for that voice delay and network delay. And good afternoon and good evening, everyone, and all the academicians who was attending the session. So today I'm just going to talk about a few aspects of the successful story of my career, and also how you can able to relate with the academician point of view. So it'll be helpful for you also to frame your career in the next few years. I think here I can able to see many uh, so many people who have been already experienced in your life. You have senior faculties and senior teachers who's been well versed in your respective field. I'm just not gonna talk any big mantras or any sutras. So I'm just gonna share our few experience which I undergone in my life, and how you can be, because you are in this COVID-19 period. I'm sure you're under stress and continuing your college activities and continuing your webinars, and also working with students and teachers and faculties for the new academic year. Still, we are not sure when the new academic year going to start, but I'm sure let's build some more confident when we're going to start a new year. And let's our first day of the college should be fruitful, so not with stress and going back to college with a lot of stress and lot of academic pressure. I'm sure it'll be gonna smooth year for you, because there is a life there was a lot of saying that there's a peace after storm or peace after thunder. So now we are undergoing that situation, and we can able to understand your stress level which you're undergoing for the last 2 months. I'm sure we can break that. So in the couple of minutes, and also we can take you forward to our future journey. I'll just giving you small tips, and also how you can able to empower yourself with having building your career on building more professional opportunities, and also having professional fellowships. So watch until the end of the session, so that at the end of the session I'll be sharing you how you can apply for various fellowships which is happening across the world, and also how you can able to apply for various scholarships across the world, and how we can able to guide your students also to what they should pursue in the PG and until the PhD, and what are the opportunity your students also can have. It's not only building your career. Your career means building students is your career. So building, seeing your students in a big place is your career. So I'm sure it's going to be a mutual benefit and two-way benefit for you. So building your career at the same time, sowing seeds on the future of your students. So let's start with that, and I'll be sharing a small mantra which I'm just undergoing from my childhood. So that will be helpful for you. I'm just sharing my screen for a while. Yeah. So actually, as Madam has introduced that, I'd like to just introduce so my journey where I've just started with. So this is our organization. Actually, I was born and brought up as a son of a farmer. So second son of a farmer from a rural village in Gudiyatham, Vellore district. So we have been just started our journey, my journey, with lack of inputs on education, and lack of financial support, and lack of the mentoring support, which is so main thing for anyone to come up good in career. So I was just lacking in that particular stuff, but rather, so education started pushing me. I just realized that education is the only way where we can able to empower ourselves. So that I just started in that way. So I completed my UG in Chennai and masters in business administration, and then I just started pursuing advertising and public relation and political science. So I was started my journey in an advertising agency, but more of a passion calling. So I left my job, and then I just came to my native, and then started doing a lot of grassroots social activities, which empowering young people and which empowering our community. Our community means the people I'm just talking about, our community people who are just lagging behind education. So who's looking for opportunities. So we used to say, we have a lot of ideologies for ourselves. We used to say, if you're being neglected with opportunities, just build a door for you. So if you face any problems, just build the problem as challenges, so that you can create opportunity for yourself. And rather looking for opportunities, we used to say hunt for opportunities. If you hunt for opportunities, and obviously there is many opportunities not too far. Actually, like you are here and your opportunity is here. So like both are just stagnating in a particular space. But if you start moving towards your journey, so that the opportunity also will come near to you. A lot of people say that I don't have an opportunity, I don't have any kind of support, I don't have any kind of support system. I'm just frustrated with my lectures, my theories, daily same kind of an activities. I'm just asking, why don't you start concentrating on empowering your career? Because you're there and your students are there. You are just trying to build your students' career always, and you're focusing on student centric. If you find a chance, and if you find at least 1 hour per day and 20 and 31 hours per month just for you and just to build yourself, your passion and your profession. I'm sure how many of you have your passion becomes your profession. I mean, so many of your teachers and lecturers over here, I'm not sure still how many of you love your job, because maybe by pushing, there is two theories. One is push and one is pull. So I'm not sure, because it's not a two-way conversation to understand your particular focus. So maybe I can say my example. If you have been pulled towards some opportunities, you have pulled towards some teaching, or you have been pushed towards teaching. So I'm not sure that. If anything on your comments, just put in the YouTube comments. So if you've been pushed towards teaching, if you've been pushed toward be an academic person, then you may be your teaching become your profession. Or if you pull that, in my childhood, I started becoming, I have a dream to become a teacher. I had a dream to become a academician. If that is the one, then you have been pulled towards your academic opportunities. So just do realize that if your passion not being transformed as your profession, that is now teacher or now teaching profession, how we can make our profession as our passion. So that is something important, where I can just tell you from my story. Because so in my childhood, because since I come from a very nominal background and very financially backward background, so education is the only stuff, because we had a lot of lack of support on the financial aspect. But rather we realized that so education will feed us for the future opportunities. So I started hunting towards the opportunities. I started migrating from my village, and then just came to a city called Chennai, and then started working with various agencies after my graduation. So I left my job because the profession I choose, it's not my passion. So my passion was talking, my passion was empowering people, and my passion is to become a social entrepreneur, and my passion is to empower young people and empower academicians and empower our own people from our community who is deserving for the opportunity. So I left my job, I came down. Just imagine, within 2 months, I had been invited to be a part of the UN high-level meeting, that is United Nations high-level meeting on youth, to contribute ourselves to be a part of the policy-making activities. So I started my journey in 2009-10 in this policy-making world and political world. So though I have been from a business graduate, but started working more for the community on a policy level and also at the grassroots level. So I've been given an opportunity to work with various UN agencies. And 2013, I've been appointed to work with Commonwealth Students Association. That is to work with education ministers of Commonwealth in 53 countries. Now 54 countries in the Commonwealth. So our work is to build opportunities and to build policies with the education ministers. That was our started as a work. And then I just started working with Commonwealth Games and Commonwealth Sports for Development and Peace, to build opportunities using sports as a tool for development and peace. I think many of you are aware of Sustainable Development Goals, which was put forth by United Nations. So we have been working in that line also on Sustainable Development Goals. So I've been one of the committee member for the Commonwealth on framing Sustainable Development Goals for the member governments, how sports can contribute for the SDGs. So it was never stopping engagement. So I had with throughout my journey. So I just started traveling across the world. So started meeting a lot of policymakers, prime ministers on various activities. So started working with high commissions, embassies abroad, and meeting with a lot of ministers abroad on taking our young people abroad. So this was our global activities, and for that we have been recognized by the Commonwealth and United Nations. Have been recognized as a community hero of So the UN Education Envoy, and also British High Commission, and also started working with UNESCO, UN Escape, and Rex Karmavir Fellowship, and also appointed as a Goodwill Ambassador for Sri Lanka, India, Friendship Forum, United Nations Friendship Forum. And I've been invited to UK to be a part of the program called Girls Summit to address on women empowerment issues. So these are some of the activities we have been doing for the last 10 years. How we just came to this academic line, because whatever we do, whatever the activities we do, it's been engaging with young people. It's been engaging with young people. It's been engaging with students. And it's been engaging with academicians. So that's what we are very passionate about. Whatever the things which we are showing, it's not to improve our capacity. It's not to highlight our activities. It's just to say that how a grassroots normal individual, if he has a passion towards education, if he has a passion towards his career, if he has a passion towards building his family, which is contributing for the nation building. So likewise, so the students, all the students who came to you, or the part of they having the same goal and same tendency and same aspirations. So while we are concentrating on building their profile and building their career, why don't we start concentrating on ourselves? That means you. So because you have been contributing for the lifelong learning for the students, but there is a goal called in United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. There's a goal called quality education, which also mentioning the point called lifelong learning. If you're 40, if you're 50, or if you're 60, so lifelong learning will help. I'm sure definitely many people will just read books. I think many of you read books, many of you watch internet, many of you want watch technology related stuffs. But now only many teachers and many academicians started transforming ourselves to technology, because it's a need of the hour and it's become mandatory. So unless or until it's become mandatory, many people of us not finding the purpose of our life. So whether you need to understand that, whether you just understood your purpose of life. Is your purpose of life is just to teach? Is your purpose of life is to just live for your family? Is your purpose of life is to do lifelong teaching for the empowerment of students? Do you have anything selfish for you? If so far your answer is no, then start living the remaining few years. I can understand there is early academic people over here, maybe from your 25 years to 35, and 35 to 45 there is a mid-range academicians are here, and 45 above or the last range of academicians who's going to verge of in the retirement process. But lifelong learning is always a fruitful image and fruitful impact. I'll just quote an example. I'm sure many Tamil people will be here. So there is a quote in our famous Tamil film, and it's a song. Maybe I'll just like to sing that song. Maybe for you, just don't take, I'm not a professional singer, kind of an amateur singer. So it's called தாமரை மேலே நீர்த்துளி போல் தலைவனும் தலைவியும் வாழ்வதென்ன. So there is a song in the SDG film. I think most of you are aware of the song. So the song says that it's a tamarai is a lotus flower, and there is a water. Since they have been engaging closely, but they are not in connection, they will not work together. So the lotus will be on a different scale and the water will be on a different scale. That is called your passion and your profession. So if you are a lotus, if you have something, your passion, your profession is like a water. It's near to you, it's on you, but it may not engage with you on your complete life. So this is called your passion and profession. Maybe you start building, if you're already in a profession called teaching, if it's not your passion, just to invest what is your passion, just to invest to identify what is your purpose of life, then you can start building your passion, which may end that loving your profession, which is teaching. Maybe you can transform your profession as your passion, or just build passion along with you. So during while you're enjoying with your profession. So with that, I'll just give you a small a small slide which will be engaging with you. It's called, I have a few mantra, so which I'm just following in my life. So it's called inspire. So in life, everyone has been looking for inspiration. Why don't you become that inspiration? So in Mahatma Gandhi has mentioned that, so be the change you want to see in the world. So my first quote for you today is, if you want to build your career, start being an inspiration for others and start being an inspiration for yourself, so that you can inspire others. So I'm just repeating that. Be the inspiration, and being the inspiration, you can able to inspire others. So inspire other people towards you, so you can able to inform them with their opportunities. If you got something information towards you, so that you will search of information, you start searching towards that particular information. Information and content, these two things will improve in your life. Information and content, because I deal with around 20,000 plus students every month. So I used to tell all the students wherever I go and meet in colleges abroad and schools abroad and schools in India and colleges in India, I used to say that if you have a lack of information and content, you may not come good in life. If you have information and content, even if you're not good at academics, it will be a byproduct for you. So it will help you to achieve your goal and your aspirations. So try to have a lot of information and a lot of content, so that you can speak a lot, you can able to exhibit your aspirations, you can able to showcase your experience, you can able to exhibit your professionalism. So inspiration and information, that is one of the main thing. And third one is, if you got inspired towards something and if you got information on this particular something, you will start engaging in that process. So inspiration and receiving information and engaging in that process, which will enable you to the one who you're looking for. If you never started your purpose of life so far, just start getting some inspiration towards your focus and get information towards your focus. Start engaging with that. So as I said, if Tamara is if lotus is in a different side and water is in a different side, you will not engage often. So try to just go along with that, like a railway station or a railway platform, so where everything is united. So inspire, inform, engage, which will help you to enable who you are. And then you can able to see your empowerment. So inspire, inform, engage, enable, and finally you see the empowerment, which will help you to transform your life. So it's called inspire, inform, engage, enable, empower, and transform. This is the mantra. Maybe you can do a small homework today. So while you just go to your home, just start writing. This is a 6 columns you're seeing. Maybe first 5 column you just prepare. The first column with inspire, inform, engage, enable, empower. From today onwards, what is your inspiration? Maybe it can be your daily inspiration activities, or one particular inspiration you have been looking for. For example, I want to become an experiential teacher. I want to become a joker in my class. Joker means engaging everyone. It's not like a normal joker you see in a circus. Joker has a power of influencing everyone. Joker is an icebreaker. So Joker is being a catalyst where you can attract every people. If you want to become a joker in your class, so try to start become a joker. Or if you want to become a director in your class, so try to start living a life of a director. If your inspiration is to be a director in your class, then start searching information towards that. What can make you become a director? So to inspire other people to direct your department, or to direct your college, or to direct your family, or to direct your classrooms. So what you're gonna do, and then start engaging with that process. So you just take one particular goal. I think many of you are aware of SMART goals. So if you have any SMART goals in that particular platform, so try to take one inspiration, which is your long-term aim. So one inspiration, and then start receiving information towards that, how to become a director, or how to become a joker, or how to become an influencer in your classroom, or how to become an influencer in your family, or how to become an influencer in your community. And then start engaging with that process, which will help you to enable, and which will enable to empower. And finally, one day you will see the transformation. Generally, in life, people used to say, if you do hard work in your first half, you can be a successful person in your second half. So how many of you believe that? How many of you believe that? If you believe that, say, yes, I believe in the chat box. Yes, I believe in the YouTube chat box. People used to say, if you do hard work in your first half, you can be a successful person in your second half. That's what generally people says that. So that means மொத பாதியில வாழ்க்கையில கஷ்டப்பட்டீங்கன்னா ரெண்டாவது பாதியில வந்து நீங்க ரொம்ப இம்ப்ரூவ் ஆகலாம், நீங்க ரொம்ப எம்பவர் பண்ணிக்கலாம். அதனால மொத பாதியிலே வந்து கஷ்டப்பட்டு மொத பாதியிலே வந்து you can do your hard work and passion and commitment. So but how many of you believe that, since many of you are in the second half, you are maybe you're after 25 and after 30, how many of you believe that I already reached the second half? You already reached the second half. How many of you believe that I already reached the second half? You just tell me how many of you believe that I already reached the second half. Maybe you can type in the chat box. So second half means I'm just fulfilled with my ambition. I'm just completed. My life is completed. I'm very happy, and my academic career is happy. My family career is happy, and I'm just doing wonders in my second life. Or I'm just I have a financial freedom, and I have got satisfied with my career or with my profession. So if you just say that I'm a completed man or I'm a completed woman because I've just came to second half, I'm sure I can say 99% of the answers are still you're not reached your second half, because still you're working hard, still you're working hard for your family, still you're working hard for your students, still you're working hard for your college. So daily you're doing a routine work of waking up early in the morning, then working for your family and working for your career, and then coming back and then again working for your family and then working for your career. Have you found that? Did you found that a purpose of your life? Did you found that you're a complete person? No. So 99% of the people still in your first half, saying that still I'm doing hard work, still I'm doing I'm just நான் ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்படுறேன், still I'm doing the same thing, I'm just working for others, not for myself so far. If you are in that line, maybe start now, start today to find a purpose of life, to just find a purpose of life. What is life? Why I am living? And what the remaining life I'm going to do? Whether I'm going to improve my career, I'm going to improve my self-satisfaction, I'm going to improve my opportunities. You just look on that. I'll be throwing that some opportunities, I can throw you that so that you can able to empower yourself also. My suggestion is that try to go to your second half as soon as possible, because many of you here, you're in 30s, still you have not been to your second half, still in your 40s but not been to your second half, you're in your 50s on the verge of ending your academic career but still not reached your second half. If you think not reached your second half, just try to start invest on your second half so that you can able to harvest. You can able to harvest your second half. Okay, so I'll just focus on the next part of my presentation. I'll just go to the slide. If you're with me, just type be a hero. If you're with me, just type be a hero in your YouTube chat box or Zoom chat box. Just type be a hero. Be a hero. Whether you're a man or a woman, just type be a hero. I hope you're just typing. Just type be a hero. Be a hero. Yes. So just type be a hero. Yes, good. So be a hero. I think many of you agreed that you have not reached your second half. Thank you so much for your comment. So be a hero. So be a hero means, I'll just tell you the meaning of that be a hero. Just watch carefully. At the end of the session, I'll just ask you for a query. So those who are sharing a very good answer, and definitely we can give you some good gifts and opportunities. So thank you so much. I think many of you are in line. So you're agreeing that be a hero. Super. So I'll just share my another presentation. I'll just share my slide again. Just wait for a while. Thank you so much for waiting. Yeah. So inspire, inform, engage, enable, empower, transform. So today onwards, take a chart, maybe just go back to your childhood. In your childhood, your aim was to pass your 10th grade, to pass your 12th grade, to settle in your academic career. Just go back, take a chart. Maybe if you have a child in your home, just give them a chart. It's inspire, inform, engage, enable, empower. So what are the daily activities you're doing towards to achieve that particular thing? I want to become a good speaker. I want to become a great speaker in my life. I want to become a very good orator. I want to speak without seeing book. I don't want to use my blackboard to explain to my students. I want to become a natural, super duper, an explainator and super duper experiential learning person who can give experiential learning opportunities for my students or my family. If you want to become a joke, try to become a joker for that. Try to become a joker, a positive joker for that, to empower your family and students. Maybe I can just still, since we have just a few minutes and lack of time, maybe we can just go with. So I'll just go with take a sample of few opportunities. Like, I think if you are in a COVID period now. So you're in a COVID period now. So maybe this is, I think in your life, maybe you might have heard of tsunami, or you might have heard of this Varda cyclone, or many cyclone in your life, but you might not have you affected like this much. That means being in home for 2 months, 3 months, and being in a psychological stress, being in a mental health problem, and facing a lot of psychological issue from all sorts of life. So this is the longest ever stress management you're doing for last 2 to 3 months. So what you can do for that is start learning from today onwards. If you're just forget about which category you are. For example, you're a maths professor or a science professor or English professor or anything. I'm just showing you an interdisciplinary opportunity, an interdisciplinary platform where you can able to improve your life in a particular career from your next today onwards. Start reading about that, start doing a small certification course about that, start improving in your career, because during your COVID or any cyclone or any disaster happening in the world, two things will survive always. One is that the technology related aspects. Technology means, if any computer science people or any people over here, so technology means your in future or now is related to with your computers, related with technology, related with your virtual reality or augmented reality or extended reality. So it's related with that. It will be never ending, because in future classrooms will be virtual reality. Teachers will be in a classroom. Teachers will be in his home, or they'll be giving the virtual reality gadget, and then they start learning in their home. In your future cinemas also, no more 3Ds in future. I think already the OTT platforms have come. In future also, teaching will be like already augmented reality teaching has started. Just a minute. So already augmented reality teaching has been started and virtual reality teaching has been started. Had you adopted to that particular platform? So already have you started adapting yourself to the knowledge, particular technology? If not yet, please adapt, because after 3 years, 5 years, even you're an English professor, even you're a maths professor, you need to teach your students on virtual reality and augmented reality, not by just using a blackboard method or a whiteboard method. Now smart classrooms techniques is just fading away. Now the new technology is on. Are you adapting to the technology? If not yet adapting to the technology, just type, I will change. I will change. I will change in your comment box. I will change in your comment box. I can see in your live chat. I will change. You just type, I will change. That means you will change yourself, and then you will change your community towards the technology. I will change in your chat box. Okay, fine. I'll just tell you the areas which you can develop. Any professor you are, for example, say, sir, I'm a maths professor. Why should I study these areas? I'm an English professor. Is it anything related with me? Don't ask any questions. So if you're seeing something good, then because learning is a never ending saga. So learning is a never ending saga. Just believe that learning will help and learning will improve. Learning will help you to become the person who's following the mantra, inspire, inform, engage, enable. empower and transform. So I'll just tell you a few areas. Maybe you can suggest your students also to pursue the career on this aspect. Actually, I just prepared this for a student aspect career. I'm just transforming it as a professional point of view. You can also empower your career on that. If you're not started doing your PhD or something, just focus on this kind of an areas. International relation and affairs, it will never end. Even whatever the disaster happens, you can see the real example of international affairs. Now it's happening. India is sending medicines to more than 50 countries, and America is sending ventilators, and Iran is supplying oil. So even with this critical situation, so the international relations will always help. And political science, psychology. For example, sir, I'm a maths graduate. Why should I study politics? I'm just telling you. So you aren't, many of you from Tamil Nadu, if I'm not wrong. So politics and cinema. So politics and cinema, which will be in your blood by knowingly or unknowingly. So you should know about that so that you can able to speak in your class. You should know about that so that you can able to create meme, or you can able to follow meme. So if you're not aware of what politics are, politics is nothing but, so politics is not what you do the party politics or something. Politics starts within your family. So politics is a group of people who's gathering towards on a particular cause, on a common cause. That is politics. So learn about politics. It's not party politics. Again, I'm just saying, learn about politics, which is happening in politics is not a negative word. The meaning of politics is forming a group. Slide is not clear. So forming a group and doing something productive. If the slide is not clear, so maybe if the slide is not clear, I think some of you saying slide is not clear. I can just do it again and just share it again. I think it will be okay, or else I'm just repeating whatever the words I'm repeating. Maybe you can just try to note it down, maybe some technical glitch or something. It's called international affairs, political science, and psychology. Start reading about psychology. If you even are not a psychology student, start reading about psychology. So maybe I think, one second. Is it visible now? Yeah, I think now you can see that. So it's called psychology and public administration. Psychology, public administration, economics. Economics is nothing but, so economics is not about the subject. It starts with your family. It starts from maintaining your classroom. How many of you are aware of that? The 20 lakh crore economic COVID package announced by the government. How many of you are aware of how can you make use of that? How can you apply for the loans? If you're not started reading that, start reading. That is economics, that is politics, and that is public administration. And social work. Again, it will never end. Whatever I'm just saying is, it will be helpful for your students, it will be helpful for your kids, and also it will be helpful for you to just engage in that particular area, because it's research, it's been proven theory, it's been proven activity that you can able to. I think again the slide has some problem. What I can do is I can just copy, I can just show it in a big scale, so that you can able to see that. Just wait for a while. Yeah, I think hope you can able to see now. So it's called economics, social work, youth work. That is mean now United Nations and Commonwealth started giving opportunities for youth work as a professionalism, because in those days working with young people has been considered as a volunteer work or considered as an NGO related activities. So NGO related activities, and I am just preparing the slide. If it has some problem, yeah, I think it has some problem. Maybe I can just tell you orally. It's called youth work, public policy, law, communication sciences, gender studies, management, and international development. Maybe I can send you this in the chat box also. I can send you in the chat box. Just wait for a while. I can send you in the YouTube chat box. Once again, sorry for the interruption. Some technical problem. I'll just send you in the chat box. Yeah. So some of that I can able to give you the overview, and it's communication sciences, gender studies, management. So these are the areas where you can able to empower, and also international development, peace and conflict management, sustainable development, global politics, governance and government, youth development, development studies, global security and peace, HRM, environmental politics, so environmental sciences. So environmental sciences, media and oil and gas. Maybe I can send you this as a chat in a description at the end of the session. I can post this in the description. Maybe I can just show you that. I think now you can able to see a profile, a small website which I'm just showing it to you. Hope you can able to see that. So it's called the fellowship opportunities for the teachers. The fellowship opportunities for the teachers, which is available in abroad and also in India. So I'll just show few fellowship opportunities which will be helpful for you. I'll just share you the link also in the chat box. Link also in the chat box. Yeah. Okay, no problem. I'll just explain it orally. I'll just share the slide and the links in the chat box. So it's called United States India Educational Foundation. It's called Fulbright Nehru Masters Fellowship and Fulbright Nehru Doctoral Research Fellowship and Fulbright Nehru Postdoctoral Research Fellowships and Fulbright Nehru International Education Administrator Seminar. That means if you're a teacher, I'm just posting you the link over here. I'm just posting you the link. I'll just tell you in audio, so do not worry. I'm just posting here the link. Maybe you can just study in that later. You can just study later on that. So it's called Fulbright Nehru Masters Fellowship. So Fulbright Nehru's Master Fellowship, you just note it down in your notepad, and also I've just posted in the YouTube chat. So it will be helpful for you to pursue your doctoral research fellowship. For example, if you're already registered in India as for your doctoral, you can do a 12-month program in abroad, that is in USA with full scholarship. That means starting from your visa, your round trip economy class travel, and your funding for your tuition fee and living related costs and accidental and sickness coverage as per the US government. It's called Fulbright Nehru scholarships and also Fulbright doctoral research scholarships. And if you're a teacher or if you're an HOD or if you're administering college or if you're administering any institutions, that is you can able to apply for academic and professional excellence fellowships. It's called Fulbright Nehru Academic and Professional Fellowship. I'm just posting in the chat box. Maybe you can read that also later. So it's how it will be helpful for you, because you can do research and you can do teaching and you can do research and training. This award will help you to undergo research a minimum of 1 month and maximum of 3 months. It'll be full funding is free. When you need to start applying is that August 2021. August 2021 is your deadline for the application, and March 31st to 2022 you can just begin your fellowship. That means you need to start preparing well in advance. To apply for this kind of a fellowship. And the next fellowship is that I'm just posting in a chat box. You do not worry, each and every link I'm just posting in a chat box. So the screen having some problem, I'm just posting in a chat box. So the next fellowship is called Fulbright Nehru Postdoctoral Fellowship. Fulbright Nehru Postdoctoral Fellowship, which will be helpful for you to pursue your fellowship opportunities from 8 months to 24 months in US institutions in any field such as agricultural sciences, anthropology, bioengineering, climate change sciences, computer science, artificial intelligence, economic and education, history, international law, international security, because everything, whatever I'm saying, women's and gender studies, visual arts, whatever I'm saying is a cross major, interdisciplinary. For example, if you said, sir, I'm an economic professor, how can I apply for education policy planning? How can I apply for strategic studies fellowship? You can apply because they're asking for, it's an interdisciplinary approach where you can able to apply. I've just posted the link in the chat box. You can just see that link. Sorry for the technical issue. I had the slides. It has some problem. And the next fellowship is called Fulbright Nehru International Education Administrators Seminar. So you can be a mid to senior level college or a university administrator, like deans, department heads, director of international centers, foreign student advisor, registrar, working in Indian institutions, having minimum 2 years experience in your relevant field, and should have high level academic and professional achievement, which will be helpful for you to apply for International Education Administrators Seminar. So that is a Fulbright Nehru Fellowship. And another fellowship is called Visiting Chairs Program. It's called Visiting Chairs Program, which will be helpful for you to improve your career. Which will be helpful for you to improve your career. So on one second. So it will be helpful for you to improve your career. The fellowship is called Fulbright Nehru Visiting Chair Program. And you can just note it down. The another website also, it's called chevening.org. It's called chevening.org. I had the website views for you, but it has some problem, so that I can share you in the chat box. You can share in the chat box. It's called chevening.org. chevening.org. You just open the next tab and then post in the chevening.org. The coordinators, you can just copy and post this in the chat box. chevening.org. This fellowship is it's been given by the UK government. Why we are much focusing on the UK government and the Commonwealth is, since we have an experience of around 8 years in the Commonwealth sector, where I'd been nominated by our Indian government to be the chairperson candidate for the Commonwealth Youth Council. And also we have been, as we said, we work with Education Ministers meeting and Commonwealth Student Association and many other Commonwealth initiatives. So the Chevening scholarship, we can able to facilitate, or we can able to support, or adults, we can able to guide you to connect with the existing Chevening scholars. So existing Chevening scholars with an application where you have scholarships for your PG programs, that you may educate your students to apply for the scholarships for the PG programs. And the fellowships is for the teachers. I think for the Indian academicians or Indian professionals, you have around 6 fellowships. It's called Chevening India Cyber Security Fellowship, Chevening India Cyber Security Fellowship, and Chevening Financial Services Fellowships, and Chevening Gurukul Fellowship for Leadership and Excellence. If you're a head of the department, you just copy that and then post in the chat box. If you're a academicians, or if you're a head of institution, or if you're a head of the department, it's called Chevening Gurukul Fellowship for Leadership and Excellence. You can apply for that fellowship also. It'll be very much helpful for you to apply. It's been completely sponsored. So why we are repeatedly saying that? It's completely sponsored from your article, from your preparation, from your visa. So everything is sponsored. I had a super slide to show you, but I am just missing you the opportunity. I'm just sharing you the link. It'll be easy for you, because you can educate your students also, because more than 10,000 plus scholarships has been available for PG students. If you are teaching your UG students, you can also educate them to apply for the PG scholarships. If you are professors, you can able to apply for the fellowships, which last from minimum 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Whatever I'm highlighting, it's everything is 100% sponsorship, 100% fellowship. We can able to, no age limit. There is no age limit for that. So we can able to help for you. All you need is, after your graduation, you need to have minimum 2 years to 10 years experience to apply for the fellowship. For the students, I'll just tell you what are the resume. To apply for this, you need to prepare your profile. Profile. That is very important. So that's what I'm just repeatedly saying, information and content. Information and content, which will be very useful for you. So if you build your profile, it will be a helpful opportunity for you. So I can tell you what are the profile you need to build. So I'm just sharing you all the details of all the scholars. Already I've just shared about the Fulbright fellowships. And now I shared regarding the Chevening scholarship. Not only professor, any professionals can apply. Any professionals. So if you have minimum 2 years to 10 years, you can apply. If for the Chevening fellowship, for the UK Fulbright, Nehru and Kalam scholarships, you need to be an academician. You need to be an academician to apply for that. So it will be helpful for you. So I'll tell you the last important few minutes. So I'll just telling you how to build your profile, how to build your resume, how to build your curriculum vitae. So there is a lot of difference between these three things. Still many of our students or many of us are not aware of what is the difference between these three aspects. So how to build your profile, how to build your resume, and how to build your curriculum vitae. So for this fellowships, how it will be helpful. I had the slide. Maybe I'll just try to share the slide. If it's visible, we can go through the slide. If it's not visible, maybe I'll just come back, and again I'll just share the same into your chat box. I'll just give it a try. So that just wait, just travel along with me. I'll just give it a try. So just check whether the slide is visible, so that I can able to. Another few scholarship is called National Overseas Schemes, INLAC Scholarship, Orange Tulip Scholarship, Great Education Scholarship, Aga Khan Foundation. It's called Aga Khan Foundation. Hope you able to see my PPT. Can you able to see my PPT? I think now it's visible. Now it's slightly visible. Maybe you can able to understand that. And another scholarship is called Erasmus. I'm just giving you a spell, ERASMUS. Erasmus scholarships, which is applicable for European Union. Whichever countries you want to go, more than 23 countries, the Erasmus scholarship will be applicable. So I'm just repeating with that. I'm just telling you about 3 scholarships. One is about the Fulbright Nehru and Fulbright Kalam related scholarships, which is the US based, which is US based. Yep. Again, we have this technical stuffs. Okay, fine. I'm just continuing. So it's US based scholarship, Fulbright and Kalam, and the second one is called Chevening, CHEVENING. It's been sponsored by the UK government. It's been sponsored by the DFID of UK government for the Commonwealth citizens. Since India is also the big contributor of the Commonwealth, you can able to apply for this fellowship. Second one. The third one is Erasmus fellowship, which will be applicable for European Union nations. If you can just write it and you can just note it down, it's called Erasmus scholarship. And the next one is called Association of Commonwealth Universities. You just Google. It's called Association of Commonwealth Universities. It's called Association of Commonwealth Universities. It has around 50 member countries and 500 universities across the world are the partners of this program. If you can able to apply for your scholarships. It's called Queen Elizabeth scholarships, and you have Prince Philip scholarship. There's a lot of scholarships available. So you can apply for more than 500 scholarship, more than 500 universities, which is offering scholarships for you. It's called Association of Commonwealth Universities. I'm just posting that. You do not worry. I'm just posting it. in your chat box. I'm just posting in your chat box. It's called Association of Commonwealth Universities. You can able to go through every link. Around 500 universities are being the part of this program. 500 universities are part of this program. So I'm just posting the link in the chat box. I'm just posting the link in the chat box, so you do not worry. So and I'm just telling you about 4 scholarships now. One is the US Fulbright and full Nehru and Kalam scholarship. Second one is Chevening scholarships, fellowships. The third one is Association of Commonwealth Universities, and fourth one is Erasmus. I'll just tell you I'm just sending you the PPT to your to the Patrician College professors, and maybe they'll share it to you. It will be helpful for you. And the next stuff is, I'm just telling you the 4 stuffs. And final thing is, what are the essential stuffs you need to, you need to prepare towards that. What are the essential stuffs you need to prepare towards that? The first one is improving your profile, CV and resume. How to get this fellowship? Improve your profile, CV and resume. That is first thing. How to improve your profile, CV and resume? How to improve your profile, CV and resume? It's called, we have a component called volunteer. We have a component called, I'm just posting over here, the eligibility. I'm just posting it in the chat box. The eligibility, it is that you need to be volunteer for minimum 2,800 hours to 4,000 hours. Volunteer means beyond your academic schedule and beyond your academic program and beyond your professional support. You need to improve your, I'll telling you about the reference letter also. I'm just telling you how to improvise your profile. And that in the description, I'll just giving you the PPT which goes to the Google Drive. You can able to access that. And the second thing is, you need to maintain 2,800 to 4,000 hours of volunteerism. Try to engage in your volunteering activities beyond your academic schedule, just like be a part of any NGO activities and be a part of Rotract, Interact, YRC, JRC, or any community that involves with volunteerism in your college. Try to be a coordinator and try to take extra opportunities, an extra mile. If you go for an extra mile, definitely there will be a rewards. Many people are considering being this coordinator in this road track or being coordinator in NSS or a burden for us. But I'm just telling you, if you apply for any fellowship and if you want to improve your purpose of life, try to be in coordinator of any one this particular platform, so that it will improve your weightage on your resume and your profile. Beyond your academic marks and academic schedule, it will be helpful for you. It will be helpful for you to build your profile, so that build your resume by being a volunteer, minimum of 2,400 to maximum of 4,000 hours towards your volunteerism. Then second one is being a go-getter. So being a go-getter, what is mean by being a go-getter? How to build your profile? Second one is being a go-getter. Go-getter means whatever the opportunities comes to my life, whatever the opportunities comes to my way, I'll take it. I'll just take it. I'll just do not leave anything. I'm 60, sir. I'm 50, sir. I'm 45, sir. I don't have any ambition in my career. I don't have anything to do in my career. I'm just completed. If you're completed, then happy. As I said, if you're not reached your second half, try to live your purpose of your life, being a go-getter. Whatever the opportunities comes, whatever the notice board I see, whatever the paper presentation I see, I just start participate. We have a mantra called be a VIP. I'm just typing in the chat box. So be a VIP. So be a VIP means it's called volunteer. Innovate. I'm just typing for you. Innovate and participate. This is another mantra. So it's called be a volunteer, innovate and participate. That means you need to be a volunteer to be a go-getter. You need to be a volunteer to be a go-getter. You need to do initiate and innovative to be a go-getter, and you need to participate, so that your resume and your curriculum vitae will be, and your profile will be having something where the resource persons and where the selectors point of view can able to identify that you are a go-getter. You can able to achieve anything. So that try to be a VIP, that is volunteer, innovate, participate. In our foundation globally, we are doing this activity called VIP. We are educating the students also to build the profile and to build the resume. It's called volunteer, innovate, participate. I'll just end with the next 10 minutes so that I have a few points to say. It's the third point. The fourth point is, I think most of you are academicians and definitely you will have this with you. It's your work experience. It's your work experience, full-time, part-time, internship, paid internship, volunteer. And also what I'll suggest is, do take some extra assignments. Do take some extra assignments beyond your academic schedule, like being a consultant for an organization, being an advisory board member for an NGO, being an advisory board for a youth-led organization, being an advisory board member for my local panchayat. So I am being a resource person for my local village. I used to be a trainer to build my school management committee in my alumni school. So try to have some extra knowledge, some extra stuff, saying that you're building your career beyond your point. You're building your career beyond your point. It's called work experience beyond your academic. That may be a part-time, but that may be a paid or unpaid volunteerism or unpaid internship. The next fifth point is, I think many of you are aware of sustainable development goals. So please Google that. Maybe I'll take you a separate session also on sustainable development goals. I'm just typing for you since my PPT it has a technical issue. The next one is called sustainable development goals. So sustainable development goals, your profile should be having an example and having a sample and having a evidence. People used to say, in even a student or a teacher, sir, I have leadership skill, I have participation skill, I have mentorship skills, and I am a team builder, I'm a team leader. And this is what people, if anyone asks you, tell me about yourself. If anyone asks you, tell me about yourself, you will have the saying that, okay, I'm a leader, I'm a good contributor, I'm good in that good. So what is the evidence for that? I'm just telling you the evidence. You need to prepare that, contribute, and having an evidence of sustainable development goals, being a participation of sustainable development goals. That is, are you a teacher? Quality education, providing quality education is also a part of sustainable goal. Reducing poverty, eradicating poverty is a part of your sustainable development goals. That's actually, this is a big area. SDG is a big area to work on. Maybe I'll just tell you a few points in that. So it will be helpful for you. Being good health. Are you a professor? Are you going to follow the good health? And are you going to empower your students also to follow on good health? Maybe if you have a girl students, are you creating awareness on menstrual health hygiene management? If you have a girl child in your home, in your community, are you creating any program to focus on the credit activities and the volunteer activities for your student by participating in activities on menstrual hygiene management, or reducing drug abuse, or coming out of the drug abuse activities? Are you going to promote good health and well-being? Are you going to provide quality education? Are you going to provide gender equality? Are you going to build, if you are a co-education institution, are you going to build a concept called he for she? He for she. That is, a man should support a woman. Are you going to do anything with that? He for she. It's called gender equality. Or she for she. He for she or she for she. Are you be a part of this kind of a campaign which you're going to create? And are you going to be a part of promoting clean water and sanitation? And are you going to promote affordable energy? Are you going to promote good jobs and economic growth for your students and in your community? Are you going to contribute or create awareness on building infrastructure and innovation? Are you going to do reduce inequalities? Part of reduce inequalities in your academy, in your students, or in your minority institutions, or in your anything in your minority classrooms. Are you going to play with this minority majority card anymore? So reduce inequalities. Are you, if you're being a teacher, are you ready to reduce inequalities in your profile and in your career? And are you going to create awareness on sustainable cities and communities? Are you going to do responsible consumption? And are you going to be a part of the climate change action? And are you going to be a part of promoting awareness on life below water? And are you going to be a part of creating awareness on life on land? And are you going to build peace and justice? And are you going to be a part of building partnership and resources for your community, for your family, or for your college, or for your profession? Okay, so I have just told you that 17 are you. What is this are you? Why I'm just telling you to build your concentration on this. Why I'm just telling you to build your concentration on this, because this 17 sustainable development goals, it's been followed by 193 nations, belongs to United Nations. India is also one of the signatory. So the whole world is following on this platform. So try to be a part of this platform promoting sustainable development goals, and have the 17 goals as one of the evidence in your resume, which will build your future opportunities, which will build your future promotions, which will build your future negotiations and lobbying and future fellowship opportunity, whatever the 4 scholarships and fellowships which I told you. So if you're following with me, just type in the chat box, I support SDG. I support SDG, that is called Sustainable Development Goals. I support SDG, Sustainable Development Goals. Please try to type in your chat box saying that Sustainable Development Goals. Sustainable Development Goals. I support SDG. Thank you, Vaidalingam sir, for beginning I support SDG. Thank you, Parvati Parisha, Deepika, Sophia, Dr. Saral, Bhavani, Chintala, Subhashini, Selvi, Jaisudha, Shalini, Caroline, Priya, Satish. Thank you so much. So you're supporting I support SDG. So try to have an evidence of being a part of this, any of the 17 activities in your regular profile, in your regular academic career, so that people will think, the selector's point of view will think, if I would like to select people, because I'm a selector, I used to be a HR for many companies and corporates to select people. And also we are in the panel to select young people from across the world. So that what we do is, we see people who do beyond their career. We do see people who do beyond their commitment. We do recruit people who do beyond their comfort zones. I'll tell you what is that comfort zones in the last passage. So I can speak a lot, so that I'll just reduce and then try to finish in the next 5 minutes. The next sixth stuff is to build your profile. Your 6th stuff is, the next one is rewards and recognition. So build your profile with rewards and recognitions. So build your profile with rewards and recognition. Thank you. Build your profile with rewards and recognitions. That means people always, everyone will expect reward, career. Reward kaasa parradhu tappe illa. So recognitions kaasa parradhu tappe illa, but prove who you are and then get. So to prove who you are, you need to work hard. You need to inspire, you need to inform, you need to engage, you need to enable, you need to empower, so that you will see this reward and recognition, which is called the transformation of your life. The reward and recognition is not in sort of wealth, it's not only in sort of prizes, in sort of certifications. Rewards and recognitions, it's part of your successful story. If you want to build your story for yourself, this reward and recognition which helps, and also it will be helpful for your professional career. So the important one is build your rewards and recognitions, tangible rewards and recognitions, and also intangible rewards and recognition. The next one is called, the next very important one is called in the build your profile section. In the build your profile section, so next important one is called, I'm just typing so that I'm just taking little bit time. So in the build yourself session is called build, receive, work on titles. That means work on titles. What is mean by work on titles? That means, for example, I can say myself, beyond a speaker, I can say myself that I've been recognized as a Commonwealth champion. I've been recognized as a Asia Youth Worker Awardee. I've been recognized as an Indian government nominee. I've just been recognized as a UN Envoy of Education's community hero. I've been recognized as a Karmavir Chakra Fellowship by United Nations Volunteers. So these are all the stuffs where I can say I received a title. So try to receive a title for you to build your career and to build your resume. So focus on titles. Focus on titles. It's not just ending with Mr. and Miss title or professor or a lecturer title. Just build a title for yourself in a positive way. It comes through your reward and recognition. The final stuff for the fellowship and to building your profile is experience of representing international, regional, national stuff. Regional means I'm saying Asia Pacific, Global South, ASEAN, something like that. So experience of representing international, regional, and national level. I'm just coming in a global order. So international, regional, national level. So it is called, just check the audio. So it is called experience of representing international. It's not just only participated in a seminar, participated in a consultation, participated in a seminar, participated in a program, participated in a cultural. It's not about just participated. What you've presented, what you've achieved. Have you been a part of any change making process? Have you been a part of any consultation process? Have you been, is your suggestions and recommendation has been agreed by any organizations? Is your recommendation and suggestions has been agreed by your own college or your own family? So build your opportunities by being a part of the global platform, which should be helpful for you to achieve your fellowships. Just whatever the fellowships I'm just saying is 100% scholarship fellowship. Do you want, if you want to achieve if you want to achieve your scholarship, the next one is your language proficiency. I'm a good English speaker. I'm a good native English speaker, but I need certifications. I need certifications to be a part of this fellowship selection process. So try to improve your fellowship selection process by improving your language stuffs. And the final thing is, I'm just having only 2 points now. And the final thing is, I'm just having the final thing is sporting and functional skills. Sporting and functional skills. Be a part of any sporting and functional skills in your career and in your life. So that you can be a part of the change making process. And also your team building and leadership skills, And again, I'm saying, it's just not mentioning in your resume that I'm a team builder. I have good leadership skills. It's not just like that. Build evidence for that. So that I'm just trying to just say you that whatever the few things which I've just said you is that whatever the mention that whatever we are experiencing, how we got selected. For example, you can imagine there's 1.3 billion people in India. There is 60 crore people are under 25. I got an opportunity to represent our government in the global platform out of 1 in the 60 crore. So that given me an opportunity to represent the voice of young people at the global level. So if we need to be like one among them, I got an opportunity to be recognized as a youth worker awardee from Commonwealth. Only 4 people from Asia region got that. If you're keen on the titles, just work hard, come out of your comfort zones, come out of your stuffs and find a purpose for your life to reach your second half, to reach your second half. The final thing is, the final stuff which I'm going to say from my PowerPoint is build your resume with a stuff called recommendation and strong referee. Recommendation and strong referee. That is called recommendation and having strong referee. That means many academicians and many students, they normally do putting their principal, putting their colleague, or putting their known persons as their referee. If you want to be selected abroad for any fellowships, or if you want to be selected for any of your future job opportunities, or the experience of, if you want to showcase who you are, simple. If you want to showcase who you are, I'm just not putting myself, my referee, as just my principal, just my teacher, just my student, or just my known resource. It's not like that. Just build a circle who's not your family. Just build your circle who's not your peer group. Just build your circle who's not your colleagues. This will help you to build your strong referee. This will help you to build your strong career. This will help you to build your strong profile. That means having a referee from an industry, having a referee letter from industry oriented people, because you already proved that you've been a part of an academician for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years. That is already, the selectors will know that you're already strong in your academics. But screenshot now. But sorry, having a resume and having your referee letter from the organizations and those people who have achieved a lot and people who have been recognized globally, so that they need to give you a profile and they need to give you a referee. If they give you a referee, even after putting your all stuff, whatever you have done, the next stuff, if you're putting your referee, seeing your referee, your selectors and your people should understand that you have a network with that particular person. You have a network with that particular industry person, for example, which I'm saying. So for example, if I'm just applying for any program or a thing in abroad, how we got selected, I'll put my referee as Minister of Youth Affairs, Malta, or Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports, Sri Lanka, Minister of Economy and Policy Planning, or the High Commissioner or an ambassador for Singapore, or High Commissioner or an ambassador for Malaysia. If they can able to give you, a referee, I'm just saying an example, which happens in our career, so that it builds your profile. If you're not able to have an access of that kind of a person, try to have an access of persons without. It should not be your academic colleagues. It should not be your peer group. It should not be from your family stuff. People who have achieved, people who can able to mentor you, people who can able to support you, even if they're younger to you, no problem. Even if you're a 50-year-old professor, I want to have a good referee letter. You can approach even a younger to you, maybe an IAS officer who is just 30-year-old, maybe an IFS officer who is just 25-year-old. Build your network of people. It's called peer group. Peer group in a positive way. Peer group which will be helpful for your networking. Peer group which will be helpful for you to build your opportunities. So this is what I'm just trying to say. I'll just post all the points. Maybe it's a 3-hour session. It's a 3 to 5 hour session we normally take for academicians, or we just do a practical learning. So I'll just share a part by part of stuff, part by part, so that you can able to those who have joined late, maybe you can able to, I'll just put all the things in the description. So all the things in the description, maybe you can able to get through that. So, and I'll be telling you the sample referee also. So sample, maybe I can just put I'll just put my mobile number and mail IDs in the description. Maybe you can just have my mobile number, mail ID in the description also in future. So I'm just putting my mobile number and mail ID in the description. So finally, before ending, so finally before ending, so we just would like to give a final touch towards that. Final touch. I'll just telling you the concept call. I'll just tell you the concept call. It's called fifth space. I think many of you are aware of, not aware of what is mean by fifth space. This is my final talk. It's going to be a final touch. First space is your family. First space is your family, which will come until the end of your life. So you're going to live with them. It's called fifth space. You want to live with them. First space is your family. You want to spend your life with them. Second space is your peer group. That is your friends, your peer group. You're going to stay with them forever. That is your second space. Third space is called career and professionalism. Third space is called career and professionalism. That is called that you will be traveling along with your lifetime throughout your life. The fourth one is called fun and fellowships. Fun and fellowship, that is your entertainment area. The first one is your family. Second one is your friends and peer group. Third one is your career stuff and professional stuff. Fourth one is your fun and entertainment. You will be engaging in your whole life in this part of this four stuff. I'm just telling you what is called fifth space is coming out of your comfort zones. Coming out of your comfort zones for a common cause. And then, for example, if now we have around 700 people watching live, we are coming here towards a common cause. That is called fifth space. If you want to find a purpose of your life, just find what is mean by fifth space. Yes, I'm just spending family. I'm just spending with my peer group. I'm just spending with my profession. I'm just spending with my fun and entertainment. You will find your purpose of life in your fifth space. Join with like-minded people who is trying to change. Be the change and also being the change. Those the people who like to be a change and being the change. You just be the change in the fifth space, or being the change you just join with the people who is being the change. So this is called being human. So fifth space will help you to grow in your career. Hope we have done a justification for the activities and today's session. So the final stuff, I've asked you to type a be a hero. I'm just ending with my favorite quote, which I'm following from my childhood. It's called be a hero. Always say be a hero. I'm just following this in my life, because I just received this a small gift from my brother. Because as I said, I just came up with without having any proper backup or a guidance. But my brother supported me. It's called be a hero. Always say I have no fear. Because I was a son of a farmer. I was a son of 2 dropouts of school. My parents are both school dropouts. We just come from a super duper village. So that we enjoyed the career, we enjoy that aspects. So we just follow. I just got that stuff in my a small gift. It's called be a hero. Always say I have no fear. Be a hero. Always say I have no fear. If you want to be the change, நீங்க வாழ்க்கையில ரொம்ப பெருசா ஆகணும் அப்படின்னா, உங்களை சுத்தி இருக்கிற மக்களை பெருசா முன்னேற்றணும் அப்படின்னு ஆசைப்பட்டீங்கன்னா, you want to say in this Tamil. So ஹீரோ மாதிரி இருங்க. நாயகனாக இரு. எப்பொழுதும் கூறு. எனக்கு எந்த விதமான பயமும் இல்ல, எனக்கு எந்த விதமான பயமும் கிடையாது. இட்ஸ் கால் ஹீரோ மாதிரி இருப்பேன், செம்மையா இருப்பேன், பயங்கரமா இருப்பேன், கெத்தா இருப்பேன், என் வாழ்க்கையில நினைச்சது எல்லா விஷயத்தையும் சாதிக்க முடியும், எனக்கு எந்த விதமான பயமும் கிடையாது, எனக்கு பயமே கிடையாது. ஸோ பயம் இல்லாத ஒருத்தன் தான் அண்ணா. பயம் அப்படின்னா வாழ்க்கையில ஒண்ணுமே இல்லைங்க. நம்ம எதை பார்த்து ஓடுறோமோ தட் இஸ் கால்டு பயம். ஸோ நம்ம எதை பார்த்து we are just going away, that is called பயம். I'm going to face my principal, I'm going to face my students, I'm going to face my family, I'm going to face my career. That is called bayam. I'll just ending with another quote. Maybe I'll just tell you in the other, maybe I'll just tell you generally. So it's called பயத்தை எப்படி போக்குறது. Be a hero, always say I have no fear அப்படின்னு நான் சொல்லிட்டேன். ரெண்டாவது நான் ஃபாலோ பண்ற விஷயம் என்னன்னா, if you feel fear, அதாவது நீங்க பயத்தை உணர்ந்தீர்கள் என்றால், if you feel fear, it will grows, அது கூடிக்கொண்டே செல்லும். If you face the fear, it will goes. If you face the fear, it will goes. புரியுதுங்களா? அதாவது if you feel the fear, it will grows. If you face the fear, it will goes. So always try to face the fear. ஹீரோ மாதிரி இருப்பேன், செம்மையா இருப்பேன், பயங்கரமா இருப்பேன், கெத்தா இருப்பேன், எனக்கு எந்த விதமான பயமும் கிடையாது. So this is what the change. எனக்கு 8ஆம் வகுப்புல 8th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட்ல இந்த எனக்கு gift கிடைச்சது. இது சுவாமி விவேகானந்தர் சொன்னது. ஸோ அந்த சுவாமி விவேகானந்தர் சொன்னதை வந்து நான் ஃபாலோ பண்ணிட்டே இருந்தேன். நிறைய விவேகானந்தர் சொன்னது எல்லாமே arise, awake till the goal is not reached, அந்த மாதிரி தான் நம்ம அகாடமிஷியன்ஸ்லாம் ஃபாலோ பண்ணிட்டு இருப்போம். எப்பவுமே கெத்தா இருக்கிறதுல தவறே கிடையாது. நம்ம ஒரு விஷயத்துல ஸ்ட்ராங்கா இருக்குன்னா நோ ப்ராப்ளம். நம்ம ஒரு விஷயத்துல செம்மையா இருக்கோம், ஃபாலோ பண்றோம் அப்படின்னா பயமே தேவை கிடையாது. பயம் பயம் பயம், it will end our life. So தைரியம் and facing the hero மாதிரி, it will improve our opportunities and career. So let's feel that, let's grow together, let's be the change, let's be a hero for our family, let's be a hero for our classroom, let's be a hero for our college who is supporting us. Let's be a hero for the community who is traveling along with us. So let's be a hero for many people who are deserved in their life. Let's be a hero for the deserved community in and around us. Let's be a hero to contribute for the sustainable development goals. Let's be a hero to complete our life, to be a complete woman or to be a complete man or to be a complete the third gender or transgender. Let's be a hero. Let's be a hero. So thank you so much. All the best and best wishes. I'm just ending the session with this. I'm just posting the session, the content in the my contact in the feedback form. The feedback, once again, I'll be just posting my number and my mail ID. So if you want to be a part of any of our next session, so try to just press the bell button and subscribe so that you will get the future opportunities and future program. Next 6 days we have a daily program in our YouTube channels and our Facebook page. So you can just use that and share among your friends. So let's be a part of the change in the change making process. I'll just share the slides link to the Google Drive in my description later, maybe after today evening. Maybe you can just go and be a part of that and try to subscribe the channel and share it to them and share to the people around you. And if you want to be do any program for your institutions, and if you want to support for any memorandum of understanding for your institution or your students, or if you want to do any faculty development program for your college in futures, and anything, any support for education, just let me know. Any support for the empowerment of young people, just let me know. And any support for any of your future stuff, even for the counseling or counseling for your children or counseling for your peers or counseling for your students on a positive way, on a career oriented stuffs. because we had been a real-time example for how we came up and how we contribute back to the community. So we can able to spread the positiveness among our young people and the group. So thank you so much, Patrician College, for inviting inviting me to be the part of this session. So thank you so much, and thanks for all the 700 plus 800 plus people who are on the live, who's been following in the session. I'll just post the feedback form now in the chat box in the description. So you can just take that chat box, on that feedback form. The feedback form will be valid for next I can say maybe 1 hour, 1.5 hour. You can take your time aram se. It's a very small feedback form, and the certification part will be directly dealt by the college. If you fill the feedback form, they'll be issuing the certifications. So we are responsible for hosting the sessions and being the guest, so that you can, I'll be posting you. So before posting the feedback form, maybe it's over to the college management. Thank you for the session, ma'am. Thank you so much, Patrician College, and looking forward to work with you in the future. Thank you so much.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful session, sir. It's an informative session to us. I have a few questions, sir. Hello?
Yes, sir, please. Yes, sir, please. Yeah.
I have a few questions from YouTube viewer and ourselves.
Yes, sir.
One is, what is conflict management?
Okay. So what is conflict management? I can say in a broader perspective, and also at the our own life's perspective. So what is mean by conflict management? So 1 second. Yeah. So what is mean by conflict management? So conflict at the global perspectives, if you see, it's about talking about war. It's talking about conflict between two countries. It's been conflict between bilateral and multilateral relationships. For example, since we are in the diplomacy line also, diplomacy and political line and international affairs, we can able to justify the role of conflict management. The conflict management is not just only avoiding the war. It's also building peace. So conflict means it's a problem. Conflict means it's creating peace among two nations. For example, conflict is happening at Syria, conflict is happening at Pakistan, so conflict is happening at Africa. So that is a global conflict. But at the local level, what is conflict on a day-to-day life we are facing? I think we used to say political conflict. So politics among the academicians, so politics among the institutions, so politics among the students. So if you know how to tackle that conflict, so it's through peace, and it's through maintaining your peaceful approach and maintaining your humbleness. So like yaro sollirukanga oru kannathil adicha oru kanatha kaat appdin solittu. So it's not about your being a kozhai, or you're being a coward, or just coming away. It's just being an humble, being with humbleness, you can able to address your conflict. For example, if students is not able to understand your concept, they've been affected with conflict of information receiving. If students are unable to focus on any education, they are undergoing the psychological conflict. So if you cannot able to manage with your colleagues, so that is again you have been affected by the unable to follow the colleagues with your conflict management. So managing conflict is whatever the problems you face, taking that as a challenge and addressing that. So that is called as conflict management. It happens at the inner level, and it happens at the lower level also. It happens through spreading peace. Peace is not only avoiding war. So peace is about building the opportunities and building a smooth relationship. It starts from your family and your peer group and your friends and your professional career. Yes, fine, sir. Thank you. Next, sir.
We have another question, sir.
Yes, sir.
For PhD in abroad, which fellowship is easy to get?
Yeah, for PhD in abroad, actually, sir, there is a lot of whatever the scholarship which I am mentioning is about 100% scholarship which was available. But you have you have 2-3 options. One, as I said, if you registered your doctorate in India, for the research purpose, you can go 1 year abroad, 2 year abroad, where there is many, like as I said, this US foundation, which is supporting for your doctoral and postdoctoral program. You can register in Indian universities, and based on your interest to collect data and to collect research, you can go abroad. It will be fully funded. And regarding the PhD, full PhD scholarships, then you need to check with the websites which I have just shown to you, which may be Association of Commonwealth University website, which will be helpful for you. So I'm not sure about the full PhD opportunity because it's fully completely it's an open topic. You can take a fellowship with that institution, and they'll be providing you a stipend, and at the same time you can complete your PhD also. Whatever I have mentioned is a 3 months, 6 months, 12-month short-term fellowships opportunity, which will build your profile and which will build your future opportunities to work in any other countries also.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Last question, sir.
Yeah.
Suggest an organization which we can include ourselves.
Suggest an organization which we can include yourself.
Yes, sir.
So as I said, maybe I think this you need to ask. You're asking for the PowerPoint last word which I've mentioned.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's called how to get a work experience beyond your academic schedule. And as I said, so you can be a part of any organization which is a youth-led, which is a youth-focused, or it will be happening in your own area, and you can take some online assignments also. For example, if you are a commerce professor, you can see you can just try to be a part of any organization as an advisory members for sales community, as an advisory member for marketing community, or engaging yourself as a resource person for their empowerment, maybe a resource person for the training and development experience of the particular institution. If you're a sociology or any arts and humanities related professor or a profession related professor, you can take up opportunities with any NGOs who's working for, or any social development organization, or any social entrepreneurship organizations. So that will be helpful. That will be helpful for you. So you can able to build your profile, so that they will be certifying you that you've been worked for 1 year, 2 years. So that will be really helpful for your fellowship. And because as you see, many big universities in India, they are sending their professors to be a part of the industry integrated resource person. For example, I don't want to name the universities. There are top universities in India. They officially send the professors. It may be a kind of a brand building activity, and also it's been experience for the teachers who is going and teaching in the industry, and also the resource person can get an additional income also by being a part of resource person for various organizations. You can work for the corporates, and if there is any social organizations and social entrepreneurship organization, yes, you can just take a call on being advisory board member. You can just go voluntarily, because they may not aware of. If you are good at research, you can just guide them. If you are good at opportunities, you can guide them. If you are good at advising them, you can guide them. So these are some of the opportunities where you can able to guide them. So these are the assignment which will be helpful for you, being an official resource person by earning, and also being a resource person on an advisory base. So this will be helpful.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any other queries, sir?
No queries, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So as we have come to the end of this program, it's time to thank everyone who made this possible. First, I would like to thank the management team, Reverend Brother Johnson Rix Dhanapal, Academic Director Dr. Fatima Wasant, Principal Dr. Usha George, Vice Principal Dr. Geeta Rufus. Next, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to our resource person, Mr. Dinesh Gajendran, for his insightful session on my life, my pride, and my career. I thank the faculty of Department of Accounting and Finance, Shift 2, especially Professor Nagarajan for his technical support. I would like to thank my friends from the other department for their continuous motivation and support. Dr. Sweetie Rajana Mary, Dr. Duray Arasan, Professor Navan, Professor Keetana, and Professor Nagarjun. Finally, I thank all the participants for their enthusiastic participation. Thank you all.
Yeah. So thank you so much, ma'am. So thank you so much for sharing your and an opportunity to work with us and to work with you. So looking forward for the future opportunities and future sessions. And thank you everyone for being a part of the program and being a part of the YouTube Live. And looking forward to work with you in future. Yeah, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.